Hi again, Paul here from makeyourwebsite.com.au. Going to be going through grade 3 lesson 1 and take you through the Joomla 1.5 backend. So we're just going to do a bit of exploring through the backend to find or to help you find your way around. Okay, so first of all what I'm going to do is open up my internet browser and go to the website. Okay, now you'll notice that the website is obviously how we left it last time after we installed Joomla. What we're going to do here is navigate over to our administration backend. So after you've typed in your website address and or your domain name and you've got your website up here, what we need to do is type at the end of the string administrator. Okay, and that will take us to our administrator login. Once we're at this stage here, we need to enter in our username and our password. You can see that mine's been automatically filled in there. So put in the username and password that you entered when you did your installation of Joomla and you're configuring the settings. Your username and password would have also been emailed out to you if you chose that option when you set it all up. Okay, and now we're going to log in. Okay, so once we've logged in, you'll see the Joomla backend. Alright, so initially we appear in our control panel, which is through the site control panel. That's the default view. Alright, so moving along, we've got our menus. Okay, so this is where our main menu, user menus, etc. are. Now, you'll notice that these menus are already in there because we've got the dummy data. So if I just quickly open up another browser, because we've got all this information already in the website, when we selected to use the test data to see how it looks, you can see that it corresponds in here. So for instance, if I click on the main menu to have a look at the items in the main menu there, you'll notice that those items there directly correspond with the items along there. Alright, because there is our main menu. So once again, you'll see home, overview, license, more about Joomla, FAQ. You can see that they're down there. So that's our main menu. If I close out of that and go and have a look at the resources menu, once again you can see in resources they directly correspond with the items in this list. So when you get to the stage of adding menus and updating your content, this is where you add your menus, is in through your menus. Okay, so moving along, the content. Now in Joomla, our content are called articles. Alright, so instead of using the term web page, we use what's called articles. So when we want to create a new web page, what we'll be doing is creating a new article, and then what we'll do is create a menu item and link that menu item to the article that you've just created. Okay, so it might sound a little bit confusing now, but actually when you get into it and practice doing it, it's quite simple. It's a really easy way to go about it. Components are add-ons. They're the extensions that you can actually add into Joomla. To make the system work for you and be customized to the way you want it to work. So you can see the default ones that have come along with the test data are things like banners, contact list, news feeds, polls, web links, etc. So to give you an idea of the banners, if I go back over to the website, you can see that we've got a banner up there. That's called a banner ad. And that banner ad there is appearing because we've got a component called banners installed. Okay, so other components you can install are things like shopping carts, you can install a photo gallery. Once again, when you install those in through this Joomla backend, they'll appear in this component section, and then what you'll be able to do is link to those components and they'll appear in the front end. Once again, this is getting a little bit more advanced than we're up to at this stage, but it will make sense further down the track, so we don't need to worry about it just quite yet. Okay, so the extensions, this is where we go to install new extensions and also for our template. So in the next lesson, when we're actually installing our Joomla template that we created in Artist here, we'll come into this section, we'll go to extensions, we'll go to the install, uninstall option, and we'll go through and install our template, and I'll show you how to do that, as I said, in the next lesson. We've also got tools, and we can send mass email. Okay, so to users of our site who have signed up, we're able to actually send out a mass mail to them. We're able to read messages that have been sent to us, etc. Once again, that's a bit more advanced for now. All I'm doing is just showing you around the back end. So the main ones that you really need to know at this stage are menus and content. And as I said, with the article manager, this is where we create our new articles or our new web page. Okay, so the process is you create a new article and then you link to that article through a menu manager. Okay, so I'm not going to go into it in any more detail at this stage, but that is just an overview of the Joomla backend. Okay, in the site section, you'll see user manager. What you can actually do in this section is add new users to be able to log in. So you can see here that I've got the current super administrator, which is myself, to be able to log in. What I can do is actually add a new user. Okay, and I can give them a level of access. Alright, so registered means that I can just log into the site on the front end, which is being able to log in through this section here, right through to super administrator, which means they can log in and make all the changes through the back end. Now, if you've got a staff member that you want to be able to log in through the back end, but you don't want them to be able to change everything, you can give them manager access. What that'll allow them to do is log in, update articles and menus in through this back-end system, but they won't be able to update users and delete any information that you don't want them to. So as I said, if you've got staff members to put on, you just use that, go into the user menu, add in the details, put their level of access, okay, and then just save that. Alright, and once that's been saved, they'll actually be able to log in through this back end, and you can see that there's a test user there. Okay, so have a bit of a play around with the back end section. You can't actually break anything, it's only test data in there. But as I said, further down the track, if you keep following with our lessons, we're going to go through updating or installing your Artisteer template. So the Joomla website reflects the design that you made in Artisteer, and then further on we're going to be going through the process of deleting out all this dummy data or all the test data that's currently in there. So all of those menus will be deleted. The articles, all those articles that have been inserted in, they'll all be deleted, but there is a process to go through to do that. So as I said, I'll step you through that process in the coming lessons. So follow on, and we'll see you back soon to install your Artisteer template. Bye for now.